Watching the show called My Crazy Ex, and this guy faked his own death just to get his ex-girlfriend to say I love you, and then it popped up and said, now we can get married. Tiene que ser silencio.
I know, I was doing it on purpose. You can tell.
More stable. Still blurry.
Singers, you may all be seated. Guest, Kern High School District Trustee Mr. Mike Williams, and graduates of the class of 2015. These last 4 years have flown by, but there's been no shortage of memories made. We have a lot of big decisions coming up, and parents are always asking us, what are we going to do with our lives? And we just have to say, whatever we want to do. Gosh! It makes me both sad and proud to see all of us going our own directions, preparing to take on the world. If I had any advice to give, it would be enjoy your next 4 years, because after that, all we will be saying is, help me, I'm poor. And most importantly, never forget your Titan pride and all the amazing people who helped us get where we are today. You know, they say, 60% of the time, we graduate every time. The force is strong with the class of 2015. A huge congratulations to all of you, and don't you forget about me. Thank you all. And now please join me in welcoming our first graduation speaker, Dakota Hornsby.
Good evening, anxious graduates, esteemed staff, and loving friends and family. I would like to first congratulate the class of 2015. We have come a long way in order to sit here today, and that is a feat to be proud of. However, as we are seated here in this beautiful Bakersfield weather, with our futures awaiting us, we must not forget what's most important: how we earned our seat here today. We started out as nervous, too cool for school freshmen. The sound of the security golf course after the late bell rang terrified us, and nothing beat the fear of having lunch detention. Then one day, we became seniors. With the sound of the golf cart and the late bell came hope. Maybe, just maybe, they will give me a ride to class. In these past 4 years, we rode a never-ending emotional roller coaster called high school. We have made the most beautiful mistakes, such as spending hours writing the best essay you have ever written. You stayed up all night perfecting that essay, then going to school exhausted the next day, and turning it in just to receive it back on your desk with a note that says, Dakota, this is your math class. Now that's a true story, but this may not have happened to you, but in high school, we're allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes are how we learn, grow, and mature. No matter how tough these past 4 years have been, you must not forget the lessons they taught you. As Rafiki told Simba in The Lion King, oh yes, the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. As we prepare to take these steps into our futures, we must never forget our past. The lessons gained from our missteps and triumphs are invaluable. We have learned in our time not only what the solution to 2x = 6 is, or who the 16th president was, which, by the way, is 3, and the 16th president was Abraham Lincoln. However, Frontier has also taught us how to be responsible, resourceful, and knowledgeable, skills that will only benefit us on our journey to success. We are not the same freshmen we were when we walked through those gates in August of 2011. Today, we sit on this beautiful football field at the Kern High School District's greatest high school as Frontier High School's graduating class of 2015. Congratulations, class of 2015, and never forget, your past teaches your greatest lessons. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Graduates, class of 2015, I want to start out by saying congratulations on achieving this milestone. I would also like to thank the faculty, staff, parents, and all others that have mentored, guided, and assisted us on our 4-year odyssey to this day. Thank you. I would also like to remember our choir teacher, Mr. Madewell. He was a great teacher and was highly regarded and loved by his students and fellow teachers. 4 years. Initially, we may have seen these 4 years and said to ourselves, that's going to take a long time. And we thought this way because we were only freshmen at the time. Freshmen who were trying to figure out the system, make new friends, and establish our new character and personality in our new high school society. But compared to what we are about to embark on, it was actually not very long. In fact, it is minuscule, but still a milestone. Then sophomore year came along. We considered ourselves experienced. We thought we knew the system and how one should survive high school when we still had much to learn, for we still had 2 more years. Finally, we became juniors, upperclassmen. We had some jurisdiction and influence in our school, but not as much as the seniors. We had harnessed and refined our skills while still being open to new ones. And before we knew it, we became seniors. Time seemed to have flown past us without our knowing. It was not until our senior year that we realized that 4 years went from being as thick as the pages of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations to as thin as a pamphlet. We did our best to prepare ourselves for the responsibilities of adulthood, college, and our future. And here we are now, on this field, ready to commence our future towards greater ambitions. What is the future? It may be college, the military, or the workforce, but every one of us has a plan. However, our plans sometimes may not happen accordingly. And this is something we should not fear. We are about to completely submerge ourselves into the future. We will encounter problems, we will encounter challenges and obstacles, but we must not back down from them. We must push on, endure, and conquer the mountains we will face. Our cross-country coach, Coach Salcedo, said, "Whenever you see a hill, look onto it as an opportunity. Because once you get over that hill, you will have bettered yourself." There is one way I like to look at the future. To me, the future is a book filled with empty pages, waiting to be written by you. Therefore, grasp your future firmly and write your extraordinary story. Thank you.
When you're fast asleep. parents, family, friends, Frontier staff. These are the people who have helped us, the class of 2015, reach this point of our lives. We've received a lot of help from them, from encouraging us on those long nights spent poring over books and notes to prepare for finals, AP exams, and SATs, to cheering us on at sporting events. We could not have made it here without them, but today is about us. We survived, and it's finally our graduation from Frontier High School. Frontier. At the beginning of the year, Miss Inman told our English class that names are chosen to have a purpose or significance. The Webster Dictionary defines frontier as a line or boundary between different or opposing things. High school is the frontier of our childhood. It's a period of time where a lot of us reach our maturity and decide where we want to go with our lives. Our parents push us to pick a good college and achieve those straight A report cards, but they also give us more freedom by allowing us to stay out late with our friends on the weekends. This graduation is our frontier. We don't know what will happen when we leave here today. Yes, we have our plans. Maybe you're going to a UC or private college. Some of us will start at a trade school or right into the workforce. Whatever your plan is, it's still a plan, and we don't know what our new frontier holds for us. But neither did our founders. Had they known how many wars would be fought and how hard it would be for them, they might have waited to travel into the unknown. Isn't that why it's called the unknown? We won't know what the unknown holds until it comes, but whatever it is, this new frontier should get ready for the class of 2015. We've had a lot of memorable experiences during our past 4 years spent together at this school, and it would be easy for me to name some of them. But if I did, I would be listing my favorite memories and not yours. Each of us have our own memories we treasure, and they're all different. If we close our eyes and picture our favorite memory from our years at Frontier and our friends who were there, I don't think any of us would be thinking about the same thing. One might picture a football game, another might think about one of our school dances. Some of us treasure a memory from a club meeting or activity. Perhaps your favorite memory stems from a class discussion that led to something funny or memorable being said. This memory you may be thinking of is going to be how you picture your high school years. You won't remember every detail of the past 4 years, but rather this memory is going to become the way you picture your time at Frontier. So as we travel from the known to the unknown, I hope we all remember our time at Frontier, our Frontier. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Current High School District Trustee, Mr. Mike Williams, distinguished Frontier faculty, parents, family members, and guests. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present Frontier's honored students of the class of 2015. Frontier High School continues to be characterized as an amazing school, known for extraordinary teachers, excellence in academics, fierce competitors in athletics and academic competitions, a culture of spirit second to none, and students proud to serve and support their community. I'm honored to serve the Frontier community as principal of this remarkable school. Before we recognize our graduates, it is a Frontier tradition to celebrate faculty members receiving special recognition. Mrs. Jennifer Watkins, Frontier representative for Kern County Teacher of the Year. Please stand. Mr. Ray Mooney, Jim Burke Education Foundation Teacher of the Year, and Miss Emily Benson, Jim Burke Education Foundation Rising Star. Titan Quest Award winners, Mr. David Gaeta, Mrs. Kathy Adams, Ray Mooney, and Mrs. Kenley Henderson, and distinguished Titan Award winners, Ms. Nicole Nelson and Mr. David Michael. Please stand. We appreciate your leadership, intellectual influence, devotion, passion, and support of our students, staff, and community. I offer my congratulations to Frontier teachers, staff at Frontier who imparted to our honored students their wisdom, their experiences, and their example of service to others. I would like for all of Frontier's extraordinary teachers and staff to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Graduation is a time of well-deserved recognition for all of our students. It's also a time to acknowledge a vast assortment of academic and extracurricular achievements. I'd like to take just a few moments to recognize Frontier's extraordinary students and ask those students to rise and remain standing as their achievements and contributions to Frontier and the Frontier community are recognized. Maria Champitas, Joseph Cruz, Joseph Fair, and Yuya Fujita all earned the Kern High School District Superintendent's First in Class and Frontier's top academic titans, achieving a perfect 4.5 grade point average for all 4 years in college prep and advanced courses. Bobby Norris received the Medal of Merit Award for outstanding academic achievement, community involvement, and leadership at a reception hosted by Congressman Kevin McCarthy. John Houchin earned All-State Honor Band for 4 straight years. First chair, Southern California Symphony Band and Orchestra Association, ranked #1 in the state of California for his instrument, bass clarinet. Please stand. Brady Rushing and Sarah Harmon placed 1st and 3rd respectively at the prestigious Congressional Art Show sponsored by Congressman Kevin McCarthy. Joseph Constantine was awarded the Wendy Wayne Award for exemplary ethical behavior. Shelby Frank was named Frontier's Female Athlete of the Year for 2015. Andrew Mendoza was named Frontier's Male Athlete of the Year. Please stand. Callaway Morphus. Callaway was a California State Wrestling qualifier this year. Evan Robinall. Evan was Frontier's first swimmer to qualify for the inaugural CIF Swimming State Championships. Ethan Meadows was our first diver to qualify for the inaugural CIF Swimming State Championships. Frontier's Academic Excellence Department Award winners, please stand. Callie Bassett, Brent Hashem, Kylene Cooley, Evelyn Arce, Bobby Norris, Michael McCoy, Clarissa Carmona, Blake Pierce, Marianne Solis, Yuya Fujita, and Saren Harmon. Please stand. If you received straight A's in college preparatory and/or advanced placement courses with a 4-point GPA or above, please stand. Frontier seniors earning National Honor Society recognition. This is the highest honor a Frontier student can earn. The National Honor Society strives to recognize the total student, one who excels in 4 ideals: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Please stand. Frontier students earning California Scholastic Federation recognition, please stand. Those senior graduates attending a 4-year college or university or community college or an A to G qualifier, please stand at this time. Very impressive. Academic Decathlon participants, please stand. FFA participants. FFA students continue to be recognized nationally as one of the top chapters in America. Seniors, please stand if you've participated in any of the following academic classes: events, athletics, activities, or programs: National Forensics League, Spanish Honor Society, French Honor Society, Physics Olympics, Science Bowl, and robotics. Seniors who participated in ROC or ROP, please stand. Those students who participated at any time during their 4 years in music, drama, or the visual arts, please stand. Frontier Sweepstakes Award-winning Marching Titans, Regional Honor Choir, State Honor Choir, students that participated in choir anytime during their 4 years, or the International Thespian Society, or participated in a school play or musical, please stand. In the area of athletics, if you received an athletic scholarship to a 4-year college or university, or will be attending a community college to participate in athletics, please stand. Members of the 2015 SWYL Championship Girls Soccer Team, if you're not already standing, please stand. And please stand if you participated in the SWYL Championship Swim Team and any league or valley championship team or athletes participating in Central Section playoffs or championships during their 4 years, please stand. Please stand if you served as a cheerleader during your 4 years. Thank you. We also recognize students who vested themselves in Frontier's associated student body in a leadership capacity. Please stand if you were a member of ASB, Link Crew, or a member of any club or service organization providing services to serve our community on behalf of Frontier High School. There is no greater sacrament to our country than service in the armed forces. Frontier students who have joined or will be joining the military to serve our country, please stand. We thank you. Frontier recognizes all students for their contributions to the school and community, but tonight the most significant contribution is to be here in this stadium, on this field, walking across this stage. Will all graduates please stand and be recognized by our guests this evening? Graduating seniors, please be seated. Class of 2015, you've received a first-class education from a first-class school in a first-class school district. Let your joy be in your journey, not in some distant goal. And regardless of where your particular journey may lead you from this moment forward, you are now uniquely equipped to expand the boundaries of your lives and others. I certify that the students walking across this stage have completed all the requirements for graduation and have earned a high school diploma from Frontier High School. Congratulations again to the graduates of 2015. At this time, I'd like to welcome our distinguished guest and Kern High School District Board of Trustee, Mr. Mike Williams.
Well, I can first tell you that if you have a fear of public speaking, this isn't the place to be. This is quite an impressive array of parents and students and academics. There's a lot to be proud here at Frontier, and all that goes on from the music to the orchestra to the outstanding athletics and the education is much to be proud of at Frontier High. Thank you, Principal Shannon, for the privilege of speaking tonight. To those graduates here, I congratulate you on your accomplishment. And to the parents here tonight, I have to inform you that your job is not done and your wallets are not safe. My wife and I own American Kids Sports Center, a small place down the road that I venture many of you have visited at one time or another. And in the 31 years that it took to grow it to what it is today, I've had to learn a few lessons in order to survive and succeed. Most of those lessons did not occur in the classroom or through a Google search, but through trial and error, through lots of failures until they got through my hard head. So what I thought I'd share with you tonight are just a few of what I believe are truths or truisms that I have adopted along the way and have served me well. Maybe one or two will help you on the road you start tonight. But let me warm up with a few basic, easy ones. First, work at remembering names. Harder than it sounds, and I'm lousy at it, I have to admit. But quite simply, it's the easiest way to make others feel valued and appreciated, for them to see you as their friend. Another would be to listen more and talk less. Probably one of the least practiced skilled in our society is listening. Intently and carefully listening. The kind where you look them in the eye and you hear what they're really saying to you before you speak. Another would be, and this is important, tip the breakfast waitress an extra 10%. They're underpaid and good help, and they help to start our day in a happy way. As an employer, let me offer you some advice. Don't quit your job until you've lined up the new one. I've seen that one so many times. Always give yourself at least, give your employer a 2-week notice, if not more. And don't burn a bridge on your way out. You might need to cross it. And lastly, make your boss happy. Seriously, success is that simple at work. And by the way, these rules apply to relationships just as well. But let me share with you what I'll call my big 5 helpful truths for life. Number 1 is that life is a marathon, not a sprint. Too many individuals want things of great value right now and with the least amount of effort. It doesn't happen that way. Anything of true value does not come cheaply. The price is usually one of perseverance, sacrifice, and a refusal to give up. Good jobs, great relationships, respect to your peers, or a peace of mind aren't just handed out on some government entitlement program. A friend of mine once summed it up this simply: successful people are willing to do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Run it like a marathon. A second would be fail more than anyone else you know. Theodore Roosevelt, a soldier, explorer, and our president, once remarked, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed." Walt Disney was fired because he lacked imagination and creativity. His first business went bankrupt. Steven Spielberg was rejected by USC 3 times and was finally accepted by Cal State Long Beach, where he never finished his degree. My point isn't that failure doesn't mean you're a failure. It's that you have to go through it in order to be prepared for something greater in life. And don't let it keep you down. My third truism: success does not lead to happiness. The big lie in our society is that success, money, and/or power make you happy. It won't, and it doesn't. The truth is that it's actually the other way around. In a recent Harvard study, it was proven that people that simply choose to be happy are far more successful in their work and satisfied in their relationships. The key is that you have to decide to be happy first. If you do, you greatly increase your ability to be successful. Be the person that sees not their glasses half full, but as running over. And that leads to my fourth truism. I call it the 10-90 rule. It's actually pretty popular. This rule states that 10% of life is what happens to you. 10% of life are things you cannot control. Unexpected loss, hardships, illnesses, backstabbing friends, lost loved ones, and just old-fashioned plain bad luck. The 90% is how you choose to respond to the 10%. And the good news is that you control 90%. It's attitude. We've all met someone that's had lousy things happen to them, yet they are the most positive and happy person we know. Why? Because they simply choose to. They choose to be happy. They choose to take control. They choose not to throw in the towel. Choose to be like them. And my last truism is short, but for me the most important that I could say to you. And that is that we are all created on purpose and for a purpose by a creator who wants us to be successful. And I don't tell you that here tonight to defend my personal beliefs. I tell you that tonight because I do not believe that you can find success or happiness without first knowing that you are here purposely and for a purpose. So that's it. I hope that something I've shared with you helps you on your way in that marathon called life that is ahead of you. Make it an adventure, make it meaningful, make it purposeful. Thank you for inviting me here tonight to share on your special night. And again, congratulations to the Frontier Class of 2015.
And now for our graduates. Carly Sue Cornford. Dakota Isaac Hornsby. Noah Ambrosio Lozano. Sydney Diane Madden. Maria Chumpitas. Joseph Cruz. Yuya Fujita. Joseph David Fair. Evelyn Francine Arce. Margaret Ria Attendido. Callie Ann Bassett. Austin Andrew Burgess. Christian Jacob Campbell. Laurel Catherine Cartwright. Adriana Marie Chavez. Sarah Taylor Ciota. Joseph Allen Constantine. Kylene Michelle Cooley.
They have smiles on their faces. That's so awesome.
Maria Jessica Cruz.
Fuck their what?
If we were graduating, we would be
Caesar Anthony Diahan.
Let's go, Caesar! I was in the S.
Alexa Marie Ewing.
Oh yeah, that was before you got married, huh?
I've always been a just
Sarah Michelle Fry.
48 years.
Gershine Carr Garan. Brett Ernest Hashem.
I wish I would switch my name from Madden to Bridges.
Sarah Leanne
No, I
Lang.
went by politics. It would have made a difference.
Devin Robert Leesky.
I graduated next to my friend.
James Joshua Lopez.
Oh, 2 years.
Christina C. Lara. Andrea Megan McNairn. Aaron Michael Muckardini. Fernando Montez de Oca. Catherine Elise Morales. Bobby Norris. Taylor Kathleen O'Connor. Rena Vienne Manzano Odina. Maria Katrina Esquivel Ongtenko. Kyle Robert Philly.
I need to listen up because...
Jan Marielle Domontai Pinellas. Jason Paul Quinton. Evan Alejo Rabanal. Megan Nicole Ramos. Brooke Nicole Reel. Kevin Scott Rush. Brady Alexander Rushing. Caitlin Alyssa Sabo.
She looks like the Ramona.
Elizabeth Julie Saucedo. Morgan Elizabeth Sharp.
I recognize some of these last names from when I was in school.
Leslie Ann Smith. Morgan Kelly Smith. Marianne Ledesma Solis. Shelby Jean Marie South. Jacob Scott Spriester. Nathan Matthew Summers.
Where are they going?
Sarah Audrey Swainston. Glynis Hillary Tejano. Rhea Thomas. Ida Tarimba. Kayla Corazon Turner. Teodora Ungrianu.
I like that name.
Anthony Howard Russell Vieira.
In the back. Let's tell him. I need a picture of I was supposed to be in the picture. I was on the side. Somehow I got that.
Justin Bonico Akala. Alexandria M. Acord. Andrew Oscar Acosta. Marisol Vicenta Acosta. Pablo Santos. Gabriel Matthew Aguilar. Ty M. Aguirre Richardson. Romel Manuel Augustin.
My sister was going to get extra tickets, so we could have took them to the
Nicholas Alberto. Mary Jane Angelique Alcala. Fernando Jesus Alcantar. Daniel Antonio Alcantara. Abraham Aldana. Urias Orion Allison. Malik Neil Al-Khatami.
Yeah!
Carissa Unique Alvari. Joshua Garza Amaro. Catherine Amber Amaya. Sydney Lee Anderson. Nanetsi Denise Andrade. Cheyenne Alexis Armstead. Alyssa Brianne Ariola. Nathan Ariola. Jairo Giovanni Arriaga. Ethan Odell Arviso. Matthew Jacob Arvisu. Taylor Carol Ann Airy. Eric Avalar. Joseph Anthony Bayana. Jenna Marie Bagala. Cameron Elise Bags. Emily Marie Bailey. Devin Kenneth Baird. Philip James Ballard. Dean Anthony Bangloy. Hannah Grace Barger. Coleman Grant Barnes. Sarah Marie Bartlett. Jake Tucker Beaton. Jacob Theodore Bejarano. Brianna Leanne Benavides. Brian Christian Bender. Isabel Denise Bennett. Stephen Marcus Berry. Kaylin Nichelle Billings. David Chase Bishop. Holly Marie Black. Alexandra Nicole Blackwell. Weston William Blair.
It's going to be a long time before they get to the end.
Griffin Alexander Bloom. Benjamin Maxwell Boatwright. Alexandra Lee Wagner. Adam Hunter Bond. Michelle Nicolette Basola. Kayla Brianne Bowen. Scott Anthony Bradley. Michaela Ariana Branson. Victoria Lynn Bromley. Ebony Lachey Brooks. Kara Abby Brown. Malcolm William Brown.
I'll try not to.
Madison Gabrielle Brunstead.
How do I get...
Brady Christopher Bumgarner. Kennedy Marie Burke. Patrick Daniel Burke. Bailey Renee Butler.
Like a team borderland.
Melissa Lynn Caldwell. Giuseppe Antonio Campagna. Sydney Catherine Campbell. Blake Matthew Kennedy. Justin Wesley Carlton. Julian Christopher Carmona. Fernando S. Carrera. David Castillo. Brian Paul Chamberlain. Anthony Lee Cheney. Christian Lawrence Chow. Hannah Beth Chernobyev. Whitney Chester.
Dominator!
Jordan Nicole Choate. Olivia Catherine Crisco. Gregory Joseph Cypress. Gabrielle Summer Jade Claggett. Jesse Lawrence Colacado. Brant Combs. Cheyenne Nicole Combs. Hunter Madison Cook. Carly Nicole Cordova. Gonzalo Corona. Israel Corona. Erica Moratu Costa. Allison Renee Kokenauer. Jessica Jane Curtis. Austin Christ. Root Lorena Kuhn.
Sorry, sir.
Dominique Geneva Dallas. Brittany Marie Davidson. Elizabeth Mariah Dawson. Lainey Jean De La Rosa. Christopher Dean. Delaney Jade Deason. Kaylee Ann DeFries. Shandon Alicia DeFries. Sienna Raquel De Leon.
You want to keep it down? Just hold it down.
Hannah Nicole Denton.
You have to hold with one finger. Just hold it down.
Amy Christine Dials.
Just one finger, hold it down. Great work. Before I try to...
Christian Osvaldo Diaz. Cody James Dodson. Valerie Renee Dominguez. Erin Marie Dowden. Jadonis Sol Doyen. Brevin Drake. Joseph Duncan. Kaylee Brianne Duncan. Alyssa G. Elizondo. Francisco Andres Elizondo. Jace Michael Ellsbury. Megan Lee England. Damani Enixon. Samantha Ray Escobar. Jeremiah David Espedia. Justin Craig Four. Carlos Brian Fernandez. Rachel Elizabeth Fahrenberg. Zane Russell Fiddler. Mark Fisher. Gavin Jonathan Fleeman. Tanner Flick. Amy Flores. Frankie Flores. Susanna Flores. Jacob Shaw Fontaine. Sage Force. Chandler Michelle Formhalls. Haley Erin Fortenberry. Shelby Joanne Frank. Tiffany Marissa Furchuk. Carly Anna Gailey. Austin Antonio Gamboa. Adrian Marcus Garcia. Christopher Giovanni Garcia. Joseph Mario Gardella. Ryan Hunter Garton. Alyssa Garza. Caitlin Rose Geis. Brian Joseph Jerez. Shelby Marie Germanetti. Paige Nicole Getman. Logan Craig Gillespie. Samantha Christine Gonzalez. Denise M. Gonzalez. Eduardo Alberto Gonzalez. Isabella Marie Gonzalez. Valerie Ann Gonzalez. Jacob Michael Graham. Mariah Jade Grantham. Samantha Elizabeth Gray. Madeline Ashley Grimes. Angie L. Guarcas. Jeremiah Guzman. Joshua C. Hadaden. Matthew A. Hadaden. Bailey Dawn Hall. Christy Lynn Hamilton. Nicholas Blake Hammer. Morgan Anthony Harlow. Sarah Kathleen Harmon. Roger Lee Harris. Brian Edward Haston. Emily Ann Hatch.
Hey, Madison! Good job!
Wesley Albert Heagsted. Alex Hernandez. Alyssa Hernandez. Christopher Martin Hernandez. Damian Hernandez. Jasmine Angelica Hernandez. Vincent Raul Hernandez. Megan Nicole Heron. Tyler Mason Hess. Caleb James Hughes. Lisa Hidalgo. Christian Michael Hill. Andrea Elva Hinojosa. Kayla Joanne Hively. Julia Marie Holt. John Dwayne Houchin. Madison Louise House. Jonathan Vernon Howard. Taylor Arden Howard. Aaron Christopher Hines. Adam Matthew Irigoyen. Sanjita S. Jahan. Brandon Caleb Johnson. Caitlin Kiana Johnson. Mackenzie Dawn Jones. Angelo Cruz Juarez. Kelsey Lene Judd.
Josiah James Keene. Kylie Lynette Keeter. Garrett K. Kelly. Brandon Riley Kempka. Caleb Val Kessler. Emily Renee Kizar. Alexander Anthony Knight. Hudson Conley Knox. Timmy David Counter. Savannah Rose Krutbosch. Kayla Mackenzie Lane Obie. Austin James Langdon. Ivan Renee Lachuga. Alexa Kendall Lee. Kyle Stevenson Lamine. Alexis Isabella Lawicki. Hannah Michelle Lewis. Matthew David Llewellyn. Taylor Alexandra Long. Jason Paul Looker. Abrielle Rain Lopez. Alyssa Danielle Lopez. Harley Lopez. Juan Jesus Lopez. Natalie Lopez. Naomi Marie Lynham. Nicholas James Lister. Martha Jessie Macias. Austin Michael Macrahone Murphy. Mason Scott Madewell. Travis Madrid. Ruben Nathaniel Magdaleno. Adriana Maldonado. Yinfer Kevin Malpartida. Darwin Jace Mamaradlo. Manuel Jose Mancera. Jasleen Carr Mondier. Bailey Nicole Mann. Douglas Clellan Mansker. Winston Dane Marchman. Juan Carlos Mares. Yulissa Mares. Anthony Edward Marmolejo. Susan Joanna Marroquin. Ariel Beatrice Martinez. Christian James Martinez. Jade Rhiannon Martinez. Jose Martinez. Connor Stephen Massey. Shelby Grace Matsky. Michael William McCoy. Nicholas Donald McCoy. Landon Corey McCullough. Brittany Ann McDonald. Blake Hunter McIntyre. Jessica Ashley McKenna.
Do you like your braid?
Shelby Lynn McMahon.
It works better. You have turning that way.
Kaylee Marie McWhorter. Ethan Meadows. Emily Jessica Medina. Seth Peter Madrano. Caitlin Rose Meek. Wendy Mendez. Andrew Constantino Mendoza. Selena Francis Mesa. David Meza. Rhonda Meza. Joseph Anthony Michael. Bailey Tyler Milam. Dustin Stone Miles. Cody Odell Miller. Raleigh Anthony Miller. Karina Celeste Miranda. Jordan Ray Mitchell. Adam Mojica. Jesse Benjamin Molina. Magali Molina.
Oh my God.
Eduardo Montejo. Claire Yvonne Montillano. Sarah Montillano. Armando Edwin Montoya. Joshua Anthony Montoya. Ruby Mora. Edgar Alexander Morales. Joseph Edward Paul Morales. Monica Morales. Edith Moreno. Callaway Edward Morphus. Corey D. Morris. Haley May Morton. Jonathan F. Mungia. Gianna Monique Munoz. Brittany Eileen Meek. Aaron Christian Naneska. Rachel Nard. Gennaro Isaiah Narvaez. Marissa Navarro. Timothy Scott Nickel. Trace Allen Nickel. Shay Jessica Nunez. Devin Christian Olds. Larissa May Olson. Mia Christine Oliver. Pablo Orozco. Alyssa Angeline Orta. Ethan Marcus Ortiz. Samuel Brian Overton. Griffin Ray Owen. Christopher Brian Oxford. Derek Wayne Page. Juan Angel Pantoja. Kirsty Lee Park. Bailey Cheyenne Parent. Cody Lee Patch. Megan Reese Patterson. Sarah Nicole Peel. Israel Peña Jr. Emilio Rupert Penaloza. Kennedy Elizabeth Pennell. Javier Arturo Perez. Jesse Ray Perez. Erica Marie Peterson. Isabel R. Phillips. Blake Mitchell Pierce. Mason Charles Pierce. John Christian Pimenta. Jacob William Plants. Patrick Bruce Porphyry. Nina Pauline Portillo. Skylar Matthew Polton. Dustin Lee Powell. Amber Danielle Pretari. Alicia Provincio. Annalise Elizabeth Puentes. Ramon Ramirez. Jordan Nicholas Ramos. Alicia Danielle Rangel. Liberty Lloyd Rasmussen. Beatrice Alexis Rayo. Jared Braden Redinius. Tyler William Redmond. Jeffrey Jonathan Reed. Maxwell Russell Reynolds. Zachary Allen Rice. Bobby Dean Ridenauer. Emily Ann Reese.
I'm so busy with the camera.
Serena Leanne Rincon. Fernando Rivera. Cash Cameron Roberson. Robert Malik Roberson. Andrew James Roberts. Kristen Jade Robinson. Daisy Rodriguez. Chase Vander Rogers. Grant Sterling Rogers. Hannah Elise Rogers. Caesar Romero. Christian Romero. Edwin Manuel Rosales. Rami Anthony Rosas. Brock Cecil Rushing. Ryan Mitchell Rust. Chase Anthony Ryan. Brianna Saavedra. Brandon Sebastian Sackrider. Jacqueline Alexis Salazar. Anthony James Salcido. Riley Jonathan Salters. Michael George Samarin. Sarah Jane Sanborn. Felipe Alcantar Sanchez. Hugo Sanchez. Sinway Sanchez. Nicholas Giovanni Santoro. Pedro Sarobia. Kylie Nicole Surratt. Jessica Amber Schmidt. Katie Nicole Schumacher. David William Schwartz. Brandon Nathaniel Scott. Romy Lee Scott. David Serrano. Crystal Nicole Sexton. Anmol Sharda. Noah Taylor Shake. Dana Nicole Silva. Walter David Scouron. Kent Sloan. Hannah Christine Smale. Kristen Noel Smith. Lexi Lee Smith. Tony Nicole Smith. Andrew Justin Soto. Erica Isela Soto. James Xavier Soto. Alyssa Renee Springs. Christian Alba Sprati. Chance James Squatrito. Mackenzie Lee Stancliffe. Autumn Lynn Stewart. Courtney Lee Sturm. James Thomas Subia. Joshua Allen Sudsbury. Allison Joy Tackett. Francisco Tavera. Isabel Annalise Taylor. Sarah Yulia Terry. Carrie Paige Tetrick. Aliyah Thomas. Correction, Aliyah Thomas. Lane Tyler Thomas. Lane Tyler Thomas. Ricky Deanne Thompson. Shayna Lael Thompson. Matthew Colton Teedy. Brock Anthony Tinoco. Jordan Makia Tamasaka. Caesar Alexander Torrell. Kylie Brianna Toralba. Monet Cherie Twig. Iqua Bella Uda. Delaney Elise Ulrich. Candace Lynn Uptegrove. Taylor Leanne Ermston. Alfonso Valderrama. Felipe Valderrama. Joseph D. Valdez. Roman Valdivia. Erica Varela. Maribel Vasquez. Rosa Isela Velez. Sophie Vick. Josie Selena Villa. Calvin Michael Villagran. Elias Gerardo Villarreal. Neil Villas. Paige Loren Volkers. Levi Charles Walker. Darian Michelle Watkins. Russell James Weldon. Michelle Ann Williams. Cheyenne Nicole Wilson. Brandon Scott Wood. Jan Christian Shao. Jillian Patricia Yansuen. Samuel Walter Young. Eddie Zandate. Adrian Ernesto Zarazua. Julia Nelly Zavala. Before we read the last graduate's name, graduates, would you please stand? To signify your graduation, graduation, graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left. And now, with my pleasure, Caesar Cepeda. Congratulations to the class of 2015.